Hello guys, my name is Zach, and in this video we're gonna talk about self-confidence. What is self-confidence? This video will help you if you struggle with this. Maybe you feel like you're insecure within yourself. Maybe you don't like aspects of yourself. You feel like if you put yourself out there, people are gonna judge you, or people are not gonna like you. Maybe you wanted to do something in life, but you've been really playing small. You almost shrink up, and you want to disappear. You don't want to open up to life. You're really playing small. You don't really trust yourself. If you struggle with this, and a lot of people struggle with this, a lot of people struggle with self-confidence at some point in their life, then this video is going to benefit you. The reason why I really speak about this with passion is because I struggled with this. As a guy who migrated, I traveled. I'm not in my own country. I traveled to America, and I traveled to the UK, and I really struggled with self-confidence. I wasn't really confident within myself. I didn't like some aspects of myself. I didn't like how I look. I thought I looked weird. I didn't like, I thought I wasn't smart enough. I thought I wasn't capable enough. And therefore, I really didn't, in life, I felt like I wasn't really reaching my own potential. I wasn't playing life at its fullest. I wasn't experiencing. I really isolated myself as much as I can. I wanted to avoid people as much as I can. I thought people are gonna judge me. If that's something that really resonates with you, this video is gonna be from my heart to your heart. I'll tell you exactly what worked for me. And I really wanna tell you, if you struggle with this, there is good chances that you will benefit from this video. I'm really sure that you will benefit from this video, because I'm gonna tell you exactly how I did it and why a lot of people still struggle with it. I know people that go to therapy. They go to therapy for years, and they still are not confident within themselves. They still don't like themselves, right? I know it's a big topic, but I'll make it as simple as I can, right? Now, the first thing we want to do is we want to understand what is self-confident. To understand what self-confident is, let's see the definition of what is self-confidence. I like the word confidence in Arabic. Confidence in Arabic means athiqa. It means trust. That's what it means. And when we see it, confidence is really trusting yourself, trusting in your ability to make decisions. Really, confidence is trusting yourself to make decisions, to go for it, to speak up, even though you're not sure. Life is full of uncertainties. We're not sure what we're gonna do or say is gonna be perfect or is gonna be right. But we really need to be confident within ourselves to try it. And if it's not right, well, who cares? We fix it. We try to fix it. We try to move on from this experience. So the definition of self-confident, I really recommend that you stop for a second and ask yourself, how do I look like? What do I feel when I'm confident? We want to really get a picture, get a visual image of what you look like when you're confident. How do you speak? What do you say to yourself? How do you feel? What do you look like? How do you dress? All of these things are important because you want to understand, what do you look like when you're confident? How do you speak? What is your posture like? What is your voice like? How do you speak to people? How do you communicate? Do you look them in the eye? Do you project your voice? Right? So that's very important. Why? Because if you don't know where the destination is, then you won't know the way to get there, right? So if I'm going somewhere in a map and I don't know where my destination is, then I wouldn't know where to go. In fact, it doesn't really matter because I don't really have a plan. I don't see the end goal. So you want to see, what is the end goal? What does it look like when you're confident? The second thing that I want to touch on is why are people not confident? Why are people not really confident within themselves? I believe there's a lot of people that walk around almost broken. They have a broken sense of self-esteem. They don't have self-esteem. Now, why is that? Well, the main reason is mainly because of the past, right? All the past traumas, all the past experiences that almost makes a person feel like they're not worthy. They don't deserve a good life. They don't deserve to live happy. They're not worthy. They're ugly, or they're not smart enough. They're not handsome or pretty enough. All of these past experiences really puts a weight on us. How do you let go of these past experiences? How do you develop self-confidence? Well, the main thing is to understand that the two limitation, the two blockage that blocks us from self-confidence is one, the fear of what people are going to say, the fear of the opinions of others. That's the first thing that we really need to look at and break. The second thing is not loving ourselves, not liking ourselves. We need to develop these two. The first thing, how do you overcome the fear of the opinions of others? It's a very good question. If you're not confident within yourself, chances are you really care about what people are going to say. You really care. You give people the power to control you. How do you get rid of that? Well, the main thing is you really want to start to understand it doesn't really matter what people are going to say. In fact, I want you to visualize doing something stupid, doing something silly, right? It doesn't matter what it is. Visualize doing something silly and visualize people laughing at you or people saying horrible things about you. And almost visualize what it's like to receive all this criticism. People who are not self-confident, they're really afraid of criticism. They don't like criticism. They don't like people criticizing themselves. So I want you to visualize this. And once you visualize it, and almost try to feel what it's like to be criticized by others. And just let it be. If emotions come, let them come, right? Let all the emotions come. And almost say to yourself, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you think. What really matters is what I think about me. So do this exercise with me or do it afterwards. And really this exercise is going to help you to almost get rid of that fear, overcome that fear of what people are going to say. Look, there are some people who are not going to like you. It doesn't matter if you please them. It doesn't matter what you say. Some people are just horrible and they're not going to like you. They might be jealous of you. They might just don't like you. They don't like who you are. They don't like you. And it's okay. You don't have to impress everyone. It's okay that some people are not going to like you. It's okay. That's not a bad thing. In fact, it really doesn't say much about you. It says a lot about them. If they don't like you, they might actually be insecure within themselves. They might not like themselves. That's the first thing. The second thing that you really need to focus on is you need to really love yourself. You need to love yourself before you expect others to love you or to approve of you. And you probably heard this before and you're like, okay, I need to love myself, right? Yes, you do need to love yourself. You need to really cherish yourself. Right? You need to respect yourself. And the only way you're going to do that is, well, the first thing you need to do to develop self-confidence or self-love is really to start to see what are the good things about you. What are you good at? Oh, I'm not good at anything. I'm stupid. I'm blah, 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 whatever. Just stop. Get a pen and paper. Tell me what are you good at. Tell me 5 things you're good at, or tell me 5 things that you like about yourself. If you do that, you're like, okay, there are some good things about me. You really need to, after you mentioned what are the 5 things that are good about yourself, you need to really start to focus on your strengths. Start to focus on what you're good at. The more you do that, your self-esteem is going to improve. And when your self-esteem improves, the way you see yourself is going to start to change. Instead of seeing yourself as a victim, seeing yourself as somebody who is not worthy, you're gonna start to say, I am worthy. I am a good person. I am an intelligent person. You start to really change your identity, change how you look at yourself. And once you do that, your self-confidence is gonna increase. And you're gonna start to really try things that you've never tried before. And when you do, life will give you feedback, right? When you try something, you might succeed. In some things, you're gonna fail, and you're gonna be like, okay, well, I didn't do this right. How do I do it right? And you're gonna start to develop self-confidence. The last thing I wanna mention is self-confidence is really practice. You have to practice to be confident. You can't expect to develop it like that. It's a practice. Self-confident is you making decisions, as many decisions as you can. And when you make decisions, some of them will be right, some of them will be wrong. And these wrong decisions or these mistakes, you're gonna learn from them and then progress and onward. Guys, this is the video. So we talked about what is self-confident. What is the biggest blocks of self-confidence and how do you develop this self-confidence? If you like this video, then comment, leave me a thumbs up. And if you like to see more, just subscribe for me. I would really appreciate it. And if you have any questions about self-confidence, this video, I try to keep it as short as possible. It is a very important topic. And if you want me to go deep into it, I would be happy to do that. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.